Hi everyone, I am Tusharika Bhattacharya, a certified life coach, and today I am going to discuss about a personality disorder called narcissist personality disorder. But before I start the video, let me clarify that this is only a part of coaching and is not related to any particular real characters and is not there to give any kind of psychological treatment to anyone who is facing or who has faced this kind of illness before. So before I start and get into what is narcissist personality disorder, let us discuss and understand what is narcissism. So, narcissist is a behavior. A narcissist is a person who is more selfish. A narcissist person is in great admiration of oneself. They think they are more superior to others, and then they think they have more intelligent, they are more attractive, they have multiple talents and try to bring other people down. But deep within themselves, they are themselves possessing a low self esteem. So, when it comes to narcissism, I would like to bring light to a story about a person who is called Narcissus. Narcissus was a Greek boy. He was very charming, but he declined rejected many proposals because he was in great admiration of himself. One day, his mother told him not to see his own reflection, but he could not resist the temptation, and he went on to see his own reflection in the water and got drowned, and he died. So you see, from there, here it starts the story of narcissism, and here the narcissist came into popular culture. So now we will see the symptoms of a person who is a narcissist or who is possessing a narcissist personality disorder. So the symptoms of a narcissist personality disorder is that they have no empathy towards other. Empathy is putting yourself in the position of others and then understanding the other people's trauma or what they are going through. So a narcissist personality disorder, a person who is facing narcissist personality disorder is often seen as having a lack of empathy towards other. The second thing is that they can be really arrogant and haughty. They can be really arrogant, haughty, and always self-praising and boasting themselves in usual occasions when people talk about other people. Also, they are indulging into conversations which focuses on themselves, on all their achievements. So, and the third thing that a symptom that is seen is that they are manipulative. They are manipulative. They try to exploit others. They try to always be in a position where they can take other people, exploit others. They can take other people for granted for their own selfish means. The fourth thing is that they do not live in the real world. They always live in any kind of illusion, in a kind of fantasy world where they will see all kinds of good things about themselves, all kind of nice things about themselves, but they are far away from realities. The fifth thing that they see is that they have a high sense of superiority feeling about themselves. They cannot stand other people. They cannot they cannot appreciate other people, but they are always complimenting themselves. The sixth thing is that they often are they have temper problems. They can show anger and rage towards other people. Other symptoms can include is that they are very unfriendly, hostile, and they are not can be antisocial also at times. So why these kind of traits and why this narcissist personality disorder has come into origin in its first place? So we can say that people who have faced emotional, mental, sexual, or any kind of other abuse in their childhood are tend to having these kind of narcissist personality disorder, and these can in turn lead to a lot of violence. Then can be really detrimental to the people with whom they are living, and also at their family, their school, their workplace, everywhere they go, they will have a negative impact on every person they have in their life. So sometimes it can lead to alcohol use, it can lead to cocaine use, and it can even lead to gaslighting. Gaslighting means you extract you indulge into emotional and mental abuse of other people. So that are really harmful effects on people who really, with whom you're living, and your friends and everything. So these were the causes and these were the symptoms of multiple personality disorder. Now we will come into how to deal with such kind of people, and what are the two most common type of narcissist personality disorder. So the two common types of narcissist personality disorder is one, that is grandiose narcissist personality disorder. These kind of people are very loud. They are always boastful. They are always telling about their own achievements. They always want to be their own center of attraction. They are not able to listen to other people and have healthy kind of relationships, but they are mostly indulging into talks that will promote themselves. And the second type of personality disorder is vulnerable personality disorder. People with vulnerable personality disorder often tend to be shy. They don't come as someone who will be very, haughty and arrogant, but if you talk to them, if you have a conversation with them, you will see that slowly and gradually they will come everything to their own point. If they will come and say about their own achievements only. So one needs to realize that narcissist person are not someone who is more self-confident person. A self-confident person is one who has full faith in his own abilities and own strengths, and would do everything, would build resilience and perseverance to set realistic goals in their life and try to meet those goals in their life. But self-confident person would not rely on social media, would go to social media and be very vocal about their own achievements to people, to the neighborhood, everyone. They know about their own achievements. They will keep it to themselves. They will not show it to the whole world, because they know their capabilities. So we must distinguish between the two. That is very important to realize the difference, that who are self-confident and who are narcissist people. So now, how to deal with such kind of narcissist personality disorder people, and how to help them make all the help they need in order to get cured. So in order to deal with narcissist personality disorder, first thing is that we can do is that accept them as they are. First thing that you can do is that accept them as they are. You must identify those traits in them. You must say, yeah, this person has this kind of traits and I have to live with that person, so I must identify those things before I come into any kind of conclusion. Second thing that you can do is, sometimes you just have to admit that yes, you have to say that no, this is not always right about you. You have to tell them that you are all not very someone who is very extraordinary. He is someone is very thinks who thinks much of themselves are very extraordinary or something. But to show them the right path, you need to tell them that yes, you are also make them realize the whole truth about themselves. The third thing is that you can do is set boundaries. You have to set healthy boundaries with them, so that you can identify the behaviors and the patterns, and then you can get into a conversation with them. So it's not always that you are always listening to them, but you must set healthy patterns and healthy boundaries in order to accept them. So the fourth thing is that sometimes you have to stand up, keep them shut, and have to stand up for their own rights. It's okay that you meet a person who has so much in themselves, whether when it comes to beauty, intelligence or talents, but you cannot always be in admiration of the person. You cannot always be in praise of that person, always keep them filled with all the compliments, always do everything what they want you to do. Sometimes you have to stand up for your own rights. Sometimes you have to keep not keep silence, but stand up for your own rights and tell them that they are wrong and they're doing something unethical, and they must change that kind of behavior. So the fifth thing that you can do is help them, make them realize that they need to establish healthy relationships instead of unhealthy relationships that they have been going into. They need to establish healthy relationships where they can engage in conversations where they can fully realize themselves and not be in any kind of stress, any kind of fantasy or any kind of doubts about themselves, but understand their whole skills and from where they come from. So the sixth thing that they can do is indulge into yoga and meditation. Yoga and meditation can be really helpful to remove those anxieties in their life, from their life, to understand, to become more self-aware of their surroundings and to appreciate what nature has given to them and to give back in the form of meditation. So when they meditate, they will be more detached to personal things and more be the conscious mind, and the subconscious mind will become more strong and more powerful in order to attract the positivity, and in order to know what their own souls and from where they are coming from. And the seventh thing that they can do is that if these things are not possible, again they would should go to some professional therapist. A professional therapist would be someone who will help them to get into some realistic cure for them. A professional therapist can help them really diagnose this problem and really help them to find a cure. So unfortunately, there are many people, and many people are not aware of this kind of disorder. But all these facts will make you more aware today of this kind of behavior. And if you see this now, if you see this kind of behavior, you will be more aware how to deal with them, how these things arrive in the first place, and how to yourself be cured if you have such kind of traits. So this is something that can be cured even by yourself. You don't need a therapist, but you need to set realistic goals about yourself, goals that can be helpful to achieve something. So if you practice a healthy life, a life that is more less into criticizing others but improving yourself, then it is possible to get rid of those narcissist behavior and get a more empathetic outlook towards others and understand others without manipulating and without being exploitative. So I hope you really like this video. Thank you, and I hope you have a nice day.